Hi, I found some problems with your criteria file, and first one of them is this. Although I admit that the message is wrong. Okay, first, the action. Okay, you should not have anything that's red here. Okay, so sometimes you have to choose things again. Okay, and remember, inventory fields must be used inside single actor actions. So this must be a single actor. Okay, and now it's okay. Second, here, this will gives an error in runtime. It's probably the reason of that error that she doesn't, that message that it doesn't find an weapon in the weapons skill area. Sorry, it's too late. My English is confused. I'm confused. I'm sorry. Okay, but you need to fill everything here. You can't have things that aren't filled, because this is an expression. What this will return if this is false? This is not equal true. Okay, and there are several things here I will address one at a time. Okay, first is you need to put something here, and I will suppose that if this is false, you want to add 0 here. Okay, you are adding a value. So if it's false, it does nothing because it's adding something, and if something is 0, you are doing nothing. Okay, let's look at this luck input field. Luck input field is a boolean. Okay, if it's a boolean, you don't need to compare this with true. It is already true or false, so you just put it here, and that's okay. If this is true, it will go to true. If it's false, it goes to false. Okay, first point. Luck equals true returns always false for the record, because a boolean is not compatible with a string true. Okay, and okay, let's run for it. I already ran it, so there's another problem here, but I will run just for you to see. Okay, we will save this. It's important when we change the rule inside the map. You need to save it. Okay, I changed the name of your rule, and I will upload this for you to have it in a moment. Save file, overwrite, okay, exit. We turn here, so we will start this media attack. Okay, now steel pipe. I will not click anything here, just, I need to select enemies, it's right. Okay, so it's rolling. Let me click. Okay. Okay, you have to choose. It will get out of the word. Okay, that's okay. Table skill does not have a line with key 6. What's that mean? Okay, and your action calls for this info, skill-based info. And this info, skill-based info, you notice that he have a parameter here, skill, see, which goes into this table field. Okay, so it will access the table skill And this goes into the key of the table, okay? Let's look at the table. The table skill have a key of text. So it is expecting accounting, acting, air, vehicle, and so on, okay? But what is receiving here? What is receiving? The parameter is an integer. So this is a number, not a text. So this parameter has to be a text. Skill here is a text because the table is a text. If this table uses numbers, okay, if this was an integer, you can use a parameter of type integer. But if this is a table, it should be used a parameter of the same type of the table key, right? Okay? It's not your fault. I didn't get into our class, so please do not take this. I'm not saying that you are wrong. It's just the way criteria are. Modding is a complex thing, and criteria is a tool for modding. And really, I am very happy that you are using it. So I will help you any way I can. But let's continue this. So I correct that, but let's see what you are putting into that parameter. So you are using the main stat evasion. What's the main stat evasion? Main stat evasion, gear, weapons, skills, roles. What is evasion? Where is evasion? Not here, not here, not here. Weapon. Oh, evasion. I hope that's not here. Evasion. Is this a skill? Evasion. I'm reading each one of them. Evasion is here. Okay. What is this? This is an integer. You put a number into this. Now I understand. Now I understand what you are trying to do. You are trying to get someone to choose a skill, but you use a field name evasion. I don't understand this. Oh, so you are saying that the evasion skill has a number. So here you do not well, if the evasion has a number, that number is used where? Because this table, I don't know the pen and paper rules. Where does a number enter here? This number should be compared with something. Okay? I'm not understanding what you want to do. If you want to access let me look at the skill base again. Okay. What does this do? It gets the field skill, which needs to have a string here, a text with the name of the skill, and it returns the main stat. Okay, the attribute that it's in his table. Okay, it's an attribute. And I imagine that these stats are main stats, which is right, in fact. So this is right. It goes to the main stat of that skill. And okay, in journal, and you add the value with the main stat 2 times. You are adding 2 times the same value here. You see? This is the for instance, if we put evasion here, it will add evasion here. And if you put evasion here, it will add the evasion here. And you just put on the tooltip of the journal something, but it will simply adding the same stat twice. Suppose that this skill received here is evasion. It will access the field evasion. Journal passes through, so the value of the field evasion goes here. Sorry, the value of the stat that goes into the field, the table evasion. Let's look at the table. Evasion has dex. So, again, imagine that this is evasion. It gets the value of evasion here. It's different. Now I understand what you are trying to do. You get the evasion here, get the table field, get the stat dex, and gets the dex value, and you add dex with evasion. Okay, come on, great programming. This is right. Everything here is right, okay? So the problem is not here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand your logic. And now, oh, why? I haven't saved it. Sorry. Okay. Let's save this. CPR. I'm sure that I have saved it. Oh, this is Q check. I saved it in the melee attack. Okay. And here, you want to add. I'm to understand that you want to use the evasion to add to the attack. That's what I understand. So you don't have to add the evasion value, because the evasion value in the character sheet, it's a number. You just want to put the evasion here. If I am understanding correctly, is fixed evasion here, because evasion is always used when, so I'm supposing that evasion is always used in a melee attack. Okay? Why I'm putting the string evasion here? Because the skill-based info, this one, needs a string, and it will use that string to find the table field in the skill table and the main stat with the same name. So you have a main stat, which is called evasion, and you have a table field which has a key called evasion. You have a table field here, evasion is here. So it will return dex. It will return a string dex. And that string, a text or a string, it's a synonym. Sometimes I use it string instead of text, just to clarify. So we have a parameter, supposing that it comes evasion, it gets a table field, it returns dex, and dex will go here and add to the evasion value. So it will sum the stat of evasion with the stat of dex and return this here. And the return type is an integer. It's okay. and then in the action, again, this will put a number here. You see, enemy action will be a number. Is that what you want? Evasion stat is a number, is an integer. There. I don't think that's what you want, but that's okay. So at least you should put a concatenation string here saying evasion equals a number, because this will simply put a number in your journal. It will be strange. And also enemy action, you want to put in the enemy action that is evading. If you want to do that, you simply put the string that will appear here. You don't have to use the main stat here to show what's the number of the evasion of the enemy. Such things, such evasion numbers, should be used in the shows results here for the enemy result, if you want. Okay, you put another show result for just for the enemy. That's what I understand. Okay, and okay, I think this will now work. I don't know is this. Okay, so that's result. The dice result will get it's added to the evasion. Now it's a string, and it should work. Okay, we already saved it. I will save it again. I am paranoid. Okay, and melee attack, and uses a steel pipe. Oh, sorry. Here. Oh. Here. Evasion. Oh. Again. Why? Let's see if it has another stat in the field. Okay, main stat. There's another there's another skill base here. And melee weapon. Let's see what this is. Melee weapon. Sheets. No. I bet that this is a skill. Melee weapon, it's a number. It's another number. So, again, it's the same problem. It's the same problem here. Sorry. The same problem. Now I understand. You want to get this in skill base with the melee weapon. Melee weapon. This string here not only has to be exactly the same as it's here, but needs to be exactly as the same as this one here, which I suppose that you used this guy to create fields, so it should be the same. Now let's try again. No. That I remember. This was done I think you will like this. This is different kinds of dice. So we create 3 types of dice. This is completely automatic. It rolls nothing. It will create a random number. This is the full dice roll, you will see, but this is the quick dice roll, which is a quick way to achieve the dice and to get automation and still roll something. Oh, again, I always forget. Click here, the dice starts rolling. And when I click, it stops. So I click, I can do it very quickly. Okay, I think it's working. Well, at least it's not doing any message anymore. So I will return this to you, and I think you can continue on that. And I will be here to help. Okay? Again, thank you very much for using criteria. Criteria is like a son to me, and when people use it, I feel kind of very, very happy. Thank you.